Hello, everybody. This is Mike again from the Quarter Mile Garage, and we will see if we can get you another video out this Sunday here. This time, we're going to call this one Vets and Vans. As I've mentioned before, I'm an 80s child. I was 16 in 1980, so I grew up with the custom Corvettes, the custom vans, the street freaks, and starting to go into the pro street stuff. So that's what I like. I really like anything stuff that can go fast in a quarter mile, and like I say, I like the custom vans. First off, here is a Ford Econoline that I've built. I've chopped the top, laid the windshield back a little bit, laid the back windows forward, added the flares to it. Then I filled in the little groove along the side where the door slides in. The front grill pieces, I think that's a combination from a 63 Ford Galaxy, and I think the spoiler came off of a old Monogram 53, 54 Chevy. I'm not positive. They were lying around my parts box again. I liked them. They're weird. They're freaky. But they work. Wheels and tires, again from my parts box. The rear panel on this I rolled. And then added in some bumperettes, some bullet tail lights. Again, pieces from... It's nice when you save all these leftover parts on this thing. I wish you could really see the interior on this one. I do have some regular photographs I will probably later release in a slideshow that shows the interior. But I painted this one fading from an yellow into a lighter orange, darker orange, red, and then purple. To me, it looked like the flare, the solar flare you get from the sun, so therefore the name Solar Flare. Those are decals I've made myself. I'm still playing around with that. It's kind of fun to tinker around with. I've managed to mess around with making some murals. My wife has showed me how to do and mess around with the AI and make murals for vans. I haven't applied to many of them yet, but you'll see them soon. This one here is the Dodge van I call the Green Thing. Again, this is another one. I photographed the interior before I put it together. I've learned on some of the other ones to cut the top so that I can lift the top off and you can see the interior better. But this is all done in paint. All kinds of shades of green. Every bit of that's paint. There's no decals on that. And it's a Dodge van. And as you can see, it's called the Green Thing. It's all green. The whole interior is done in greens. A lot of masking and a lot of time painting on that one. It took a lot of time. Had two antennas up on the roof there. Knocked one of them off. I haven't found it yet. When I find it, it'll get put back on. Even painted the spokes in between the wheels green to match. But that one was a lot of fun to paint. Then I have the Chevy van. These decals came in the kit, but they weren't quite long enough, so I took two sets of decals and extended them. The Baby Moons, again, parts box. This is painted a dark jade green. I added the custom grill piece in there, came in the kit. I've added a tube grill in there. Whoops, sorry. It's got all the vents and stuff that come in the kit there. And I made some decals on this one since it's a kind of an outer space design. I called it Spaced Out. And as you can see, the decals where they've been lengthened by combining 2 sets of decals per side. Then I have my little Ford Econoline. When I was 16, well, actually, it was when I was 15, my uncle gave me a Ford Econoline. It never got finished. Me and Dad had it in the backyard. This is the first idea I had for the thing. I wanted to paint it pearl light blue with blue flames, the Krager SS's. This is a Jimmy Flintstone Econoline. This was kind of the first plans I had for it. But like I say, this thing never got finished. And then when my family moved, it ended up being used for by my dad for storage. Now it's long gone, rotted away. I wish I'd finished it, but as a young kid, no time, no money, wasn't able to do much with it. Now, this was the second idea I had for it. A friend of my dad's, worked with my dad, knew somebody had a Bronco running gear from a rolled Bronco. And I picked it up for, I don't remember how much, it was really cheap. And we had planned for the second, like I say, the blue one was first what I had ideas for. But when we got that Bronco running gear, we thought making it a 4-wheel drive. And I wanted to do it Western themed. Thus, back then too, I watched a lot of the old Clint Eastwood Westerns. This is called the High Plains Drifter. It's got the Western themed. It's got, I remember back in those days, a lot of guys would put the dual square headlights in them. I always liked that. It's got the push bar with the winch on it, the headlight, the KC lights. Of course, the moon side window. Full Bronco running gear, 302 in it. I scratch built a rack up on top of wood. And it's got the ladder to go up to get up to the rack. It's all, like I say, all kind of a Western theme. And what my plans were for the interior was to go with a gold and a brown Western theme, that stuff too. My grandfather had made me a set of, they look like old saloon doors that would have went in between the cab and the back of the van. Say, I wish the project would have gotten off the ground, wish it would have got finished, but, that's the way it is sometimes. But I got these 2 Jimmy Flintstones, and I recreated them for myself. This was a lot of fun to build. And this one is also faded from the bottom into a gold and then to a root beer on the top. Now we'll go on to my Corvettes in my collection. I have actually been playing with quite a few custom ones. I've still got a lot of them in process of building. This one I showed you last, oh man, I knocked the mirror off. I wonder where that went to. It's probably up there hiding behind the antenna, huh? But this is one I showed you last time and stuff. Let's see if we can turn a flashlight on. Maybe it'll show the fade a little bit better this time. As you can see, it's faded from black metallic into an orange all the way down the center there. A blown big block Chevy. Chopped top, handmade spoiler. Just kind of a sinister looking Corvette. I got to find that mirror. I know it's in here somewhere. Okay, now. Next one is a little 65, 66 Corvette that just recently got released. It's the I can't remember what they call this now. It's an old MPC kit. This kit is terrible for going together. First off, the engine's got some mount on there that puts the front of the engine up at an angle. You got to cut that off. The rear piece for the taillights didn't fit very well. It took some modifying to get that in there. The headers don't fit very well. Side pipes are hard to get on. But I managed to get it done. This is painted in a candy apple red with a tan interior. It gives it the old vintage Corvette look, or the old vintage Street Freak look of the Corvette. Ah, I remember this. This is the Streaker Vet. That's what they called it, MPC Streaker Vet. Like I say, it's a rough kit. It's hard to get to, needs a lot of work. And of course, I went with the, I chromed the suspension and a few other things. Now, these next ones I got here were, somebody had donated a bunch of built models to our club, and most of them were glue bombs. I mean, they were rough. So as you can see, I just cleaned up the chassis the best I could, cleaned them up the best I could, repainted them, added different wheels and tires on some of them. This Corvette here and that stuff, I decided to give it a kind of a race car look, so I went and done the blue on the wheels. It's got the two-tone yellow, blue, and reds. It's like I say, it's got a race car look to it, but it's street legal. I do have another one of these kits in my collection. I will probably build later on. And say again, I don't remember what it was called. But yeah, this one was a real glue bomb. I mean, even still got some glue on the windshields. I couldn't get rid of it all, but it looks cool. It looks neat sitting on my shelf. The next one is again another one that I found in that collection. It was a glue bomb. I have never seen this anywhere. I don't know who made it. I don't know. It was just so weird, I had to have it. So I picked it up and that stuff. I cleaned it up. Again, chassis just, you know, it is what it is. And I resanded it, painted it a purple pearl on the, or purple metallic on the bottom. Let's see if you can see that. And it's got a lavender pearl on the top faded in. This thing was just so weird. That's like, you know, I gotta do what I can to save it. It's not perfect, Ian, but it's weird. It's cool. It's in my collection. I have no idea what the taillight was, so I just scratch built me my own taillight for the thing. There's a lot of dust on there, but this full glass top, that's just insane and crazy. But those Corvettes, the custom ones from that time, were. And here's another one. I have seen this one around before. I've seen some people have it. I think I'm pretty sure my friend David King has got one of these. It's a Corvette panel truck. A little bit of dust there. Yeah, it's hard to keep these things clean, ain't it? This one is another one that was a glue bomb, so there's no engine, nothing in it. Hood's glued down. But I cleaned it, painted it a gold on the top with a metallic gold, like an Inca gold, with an orange metallic fade. And same thing down the roof and the hood. And basically built it right out of the... Now, this basically cleaned it up, painted it, rebuilt it, put new wheels on it, new tires. A lot of these tires were in pretty sad shape. This gives it kind of that 70s look to it. Now the next one is another one that was a glue bomb. This one was really rough. I think this one started out supposed to be like a Mako Vet, but the tires had melted to the fenders. Well, I had to clean them up. I had to re-putty them. and I had to dig through my stuff for some tires. The top was just, it was too terrible shape to even fix. So I just gave it that Targa top look to it. And then I kind of molded in the rear window louvers. Those were in rough shape. Cleaned up the front end the best I could to save it. The part where it's sticking through the hood, the engine, I have no idea what that is. I found it amongst a bunch of parts. It just looked cool sticking through there. And I guess it could be a custom-made air cleaner, or who knows. The paint, again, is the Testors Pearl White with an ice blue fade. I always liked that color scheme. That looked really good. You can see another glue bomb. No, nothing underneath. But like I say, they look good on my shelf. And it's kind of neat to have been able to save them to the best of my ability. Now I will show you a couple Corvettes I am working on. This one here is a 53-54 style Corvette. It's got full flares. I went and modified the taillights and stuff there. It's got a spoiler up front. It's going to get a blown small block coming through the hood. I'll probably add some more designs to the side and that stuff. I'm not sure yet. Again, it's pearl white and a Deja blue fade on that one there. Yeah, that one's in the works. And then this one has been in the works for a long time. This was an idea I had when I was younger, a lot younger. It's like a 70s style Corvette. I've added the split window. And then there's that cartoon series and stuff where they had the car called the Mach 5. Well, then they released a kit of it, so I've used pieces off of that to build the front end and the rear end. Like I say, I had this idea when I was younger because they had a Hot Wheels called the Second Wind, which was real similar to the Mach 5. I wanted to take ideas from that, but I wanted to put them into this Corvette with the split window and everything. And that's the back end of it. That has taken a lot of work. And it's taken quite a few years. Again, it's the Testors metallic diamond dust silver with a purple fade on the bottom, a green on the top, and an ice blue on the edges of the fenders. I've got a set of wire wheels that are going to be going on this. And it's going to have a blown, I think it was a small block I gathered for it. I have to look in my box, but yeah, it's going to have a blower coming through the hood there too on that one. But yeah, this one has been in the works for a long, long time. Finally got some paint on her. I guess now to sit down and just finish it up, huh? Well, I hope you enjoyed my vans and vets. Like I say, this generation I was from. And I plan on showing some more Street Freaks and that. Oh, and to mention, I did get some more, as I was talking about in the last video, the Cruisin' USA series kits. I did manage to get some more. I have almost a complete collection. I'm only missing about 3 of them. And throughout the year, I will keep looking for them, and I'll have the complete collection, and I'll turn them into Street Freaks instead of lowriders and customs. And they'll be customized with big motors, Street Freaks, just some bad cars. I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you like it. And thank you for spending the time with me.